that performed tonight, where the name is Kazak International. Can you go ahead and tell the viewers your name?
Suzel Bertrand.
Inez Volunteer.
And sir?
Jean, c'est bon.
Michnique Barletier.
Thanaïs Bertrand.
All right. Kazak International. I know you sing pretty well, so I want you to give them some information and let them know.
JeanSebon.com. And all my information is there. If you look for Jean Sebon Contact, you will find it on the website. And I also can give my number, is 786-326-4207. And you can book me through other company also, to One Drum in Chicago or to Tiger Tail Production in Miami.
You are playing some type of instrument here. I don't even know what it is. So can you go ahead and tell them exactly what it is? And you look young to me, and tell them, please let them know exactly at what age you started playing this and who trained you to play that type of instrument.
My dad trained me how to play drums, and then the instrument I was playing, it was a cajon, which is a Spanish drum. It was a box drum. And I'm 16 now. I've been playing since 5 years now. So, yeah.
She's been playing for 5 years. How you sing that, and what language was that?
Oh, I did not get trained to sing this way. Just something that comes out, I guess, because of stuff I heard from my dad's music. But the music we were singing was in Creole. So.
Do you have a school or anything, or give us some information?
The School of the Shower.
School?
In the shower. You're basically singing in the shower and keep singing.
You know, what it means is when people start singing, you can just do it naturally. Singing, everyone can do it. I've been telling them since they were small, you can sing, anybody can sing if you have a voice. It's the way you use it and what kind of message you want to send with it. But she's also she's also a performing artist by herself, and she writes a lot of great songs. And she performed everywhere, even in Los Angeles stage. At 16, she was having a great show in Los Angeles and performed there.
Good. So, what about you? What school? In the shower?
Yes, shower.
How did you start with this, and where your inspiration came from?
My first inspiration came through music since in Haiti, but I didn't do music. I was doing poetry and theater. And I started doing theater in my school. The one I started CZM, 6th grade in secondary school in Normally Réunis, so I do theater there. And because I was disabled since I was a kid, so I tried to get all the kids in the neighborhood to do theater. And I get lessons from Petite Feuille, all those guys. So you know, and I've been in KPK with Compare Play, all those. The thing I'm saying in poetry is very interesting for the Asian people to know. So I start singing them. In 1985, I met, in college, I met Suzel and her husband, Boulou Bertrand, and we decided to do a group called Collection Kazak. We start playing in Miami Beach. We leave the Asian community, go to Southwest, everywhere. They keep calling us to play, so that's how we start. And after that, we do one good thing that was good. We make them change the word voodoo to voodoo, because we tell them the word voodoo on the Webster say black magic. When we sing it, we send in voodoo, which is V-O-D-O-U. It's two different words.
What you're singing has nothing to do with voodoo. It's not the...
It's a culture. I'm not really a voodoo believer. My kid can tell you I don't practice voodoo. It's my culture. My culture, I have songs on it. By the way, the songs that I sing, it was composed by Sambazao, the first one. Sambazao is a Asian artist who used to play in Sambayo. So the first song is a song by him, is a prayer that he composed. And he also sing it every of his show, and he let me use it to sing it every of my show also.
Do you sing anything with the group?
No, I work more behind the scenes. You know, if they need water, I go get water. If they need something, I go get it, or I take pictures, I record, clips of the performances and things like that. So I'm the behind the scenes girl.
What inspires you?
Just the sound of it. It's very powerful and very like, I don't want to say voodoo, but it's the beat, and it feels like, African. It has a lot of African influence, and then that's what caught my attention because of the way it makes you feel, it makes you move. And I don't even understand most of it, but the way it makes you move, I want to be a part of it.
How long ago you found this group?
Back in 1985, 86, we started as friends, reciting poetries and putting a little bit to it. And then that's the way the idea came to form the group.
Where do you see yourself from here and then?
Yes, I plan on going further than this, going farther as much as I can. I mean, I don't know the future, so I can't say what I want it to end up in. I have no idea what I want to do, if I want to do it for the rest of my life, but I know I enjoy it. Therefore, I'm going to do it forever. So if I enjoy it, it's part of my life. Not really, it doesn't have to be a career, to be part of my life. It will always be part of my life, so.
Okay, now we have another artist, another member of Kazak International. His name is Jose. What inspires you?
What inspires me to do this kind of music is the fact that the music is uplifting, it's positive. World music, to me, music anywhere around the world, that's good music, that is inspiring, is really with the motivation, the energy, and how it gets people moving, how it gets me moving, and of course my colleagues in the music world. Basically, I've been working in the music business now for over 20 years. I work with two groups mainly, and of course Kazak from time to time. I'm also helping Sebon produce his album that's coming out now in April. And I have a recording studio and whatnot. And I work with a lot of different artists from all over the world. They're from Africa to the Americas to the Caribbean, of course, And I like to promote artists like Sebon. I do this festival once a year now. We've been going for over 12 years. It's a world music festival called Afro Roots World Music Festival. And it happens every year in April, the first weekend of April. And it's great to present artists from such diverse parts of the world, because that's something that people are needing right now, The way the music business has been going lately, it's just a lot of recycling of the same old stuff. And what we're trying to do is bring something new to the people that they really appreciate it when we bring it to them. So we feel that we're doing something right. And it's, like I said, very inspiring and very uplifting music, which nowadays is what we need more than ever,
You're not a Haitian, are you?
No, but I was born in Español. I was born in Santo Domingo.
Oh, okay. So that's where you got the roots from. I mean, you can harmonize yourself so well. It's like you don't even speak Creole, but the fact that you can go ahead and understand. I guess music is all type of language. I mean, it doesn't matter, right?
Music is a universal language. So no matter what language we speak, we could all relate to it. No matter what part of the world it comes from. Absolutely.
So have you worked with any big name artists, we might be familiar with?
Well, let's see. I did a track probably a couple of years ago for Daddy Yankee, reggaeton artist. Other than that, I've worked with a couple of artists with this group that I work with called Spam All-Stars, and with Conjunto Progreso, another group that I work with, which was nominated for a Grammy. We play with Arturo Sandoval, famous trumpet player. We've also worked with a famous saxophone player from James Brown's band back in the day, Pee Wee Ellis.
It is. Do you work individually, or do you have a group that you work with? Or if you do you have a website or any telephone number where they can reach you?
Sure, absolutely. I work with a variety of groups. The two main groups that I do work with are the Spam All-Stars, and you could go to spamallstars.com to check out more information about that group. Also, I work with a traditional Cuban song group called Conjunto Progreso. And there you could go to Facebook. It's Conjunto, C-O-N-J-U-N-T-O, Progreso, P-R-O-G-R-E-S-O. And you go to Facebook, put in that name, and you could get more information about us. We do a traditional Cuban song like the Buena Vista Social Club, like that kind of vibe. And then, of course, Kazak International. I also work with this other group called the Knock Champions, which is a combination of roots with some modern electronic elements and stuff. And besides that, I do produce music. I have an alias under the name of Superconductor, that I produce like all kinds of music from dub to roots to any kind of world music you could imagine. I work on a lot of levels with a lot of different artists. My main thing with music is to always collaborate, because that's where the essence and the spirit of music lies, in collaboration. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jose, for taking the time out to speak to KTV.